Have you seen startups in Bangalore? And then you have seen startups in Tel Aviv. What do you see? What are the similarities and what are the differences in their working style?
I could see this hunger of the young entrepreneurs. It is so common. Israel, as a small country, can bring quite deep tech technologies that are very relevant for India. India provides, first of all, very trained workforce. So Israel is a very small country. For us, a lot of our stakeholders are connected. They can work quite fast because there's also the sense of urgency where a country that's been going from one crisis to another, we're still going through war. And yet, yeah, there are startups and exits and things are happening because we are used to living like this. I think that in India the problems are infrastructural in cases perhaps sometimes are going through a longer span of time. So innovation here is not supposed to be necessarily very, very fast. It has to cater for a problem that exists. And I think also the strongest startups in India that have really pioneered the way were the ones who were able to tackle a very important problem in the country. I was part, of very interesting hackathons connected, to the Kumbh Mela, or generally on trying to think how we can have technologies moderating masses. I think that another thing that I found to be very interesting here that I don't see it quite back home is spiritual tech. I think we are always thinking, that like if you're religious then you're a bit primitive or like you're not really connected to innovation. For me being in India, I've seen the opposite. People here think of how we can innovate and digitize to promote spirituality.
So everybody's talking about AI and layoffs.
When the phone was invented, then there were a lot of jobs that were taken. First of all, AI is also bringing a lot of new jobs to the market, and that's something that's not being discussed enough because we have this tendency to demonize technology. Whenever there is a new innovation, some jobs will remain and some jobs will be gone. Next profession that will be the most successful will actually be the electricians, the physicians, the ones who can connect infrastructure into tech. AI will also be replaced. There'll be other technology.
So we just wanted to know what Indian founders do better and Israeli founders do better.
Good. I've never met more competitive people than Indian. What I like a lot about what Indian founders are doing here, everything connected to DPI, the ability to think of collective technology is something I feel India has been excelling at. That's what sets you apart from, don't want to be me, but perhaps from European founders. Force you to bring solution. I think that's what true innovation is.
So since we are talking about AI, so ethical blind spots are there.
It's about the user to understand what they're giving away.
So you have visited Varanasi, right?
So I think that a lot of my thoughts and a lot of my, reforms on how I perceive spirituality happened when I visited Varanasi. It's such a different experience. I've never seen a place like this. But you would see that actually a lot of the discussions on spiritual tech come from scholars in Varanasi or generally from a lot of the institutions over there because spirituality takes such an important role over there.
And India-Israel collaboration you would personally love to see in next 5 years?
Quantum.